Hello, BookTube. This is Alan. I'm here with a tag. This is the 10 random questions tag. I saw this on Bill Rutenberg's channel. I'll leave a link to his channel below. I also saw this on Sean D. Steadfast's channel and recently got through watching Jason at Byways Bookland do this. So there's 10 questions, and so let's go. What's your favorite meal? That would be either fish, salmon, or tilapia, pasta, not with the red sauce. I don't like the red sauce, probably the white sauce. Um, Let me see. And that's about it, those two. What's your favorite song at the moment? I don't have one. I don't listen to music. There's a song that's been going all around in my head ever since I mentioned it on Shawnee Steadfast's channel, and that's Westminster Cathedral. Winchester Cathedral, excuse me. Winchester Cathedral is a song that came out in 1966 by the New Vaudevillian Band. They start off whistling, and then the lead singer sings through a megaphone. And that song won a Grammy for favorite pop song, beating out the Beatles and the Beach Boys. So it's the Winchester Cathedral. You're bringing me down. You just stood and you watched as my girl left town. Number 3, you're given one bite to butt to bite. Whose do you choose? They got bit on the buttocks, sort of thing. Chewing out. There would be a lot of people that would chew out, but basically I have to let it go because that was in the past. And so, I don't live in the past, so I just let it go. Number 4, if you could exist in one movie, which movie would you choose? One movie? My goodness, I can pick more than one. Well, where is it? Number 6 says choose to have the Sorcerer's Stone of Excalibur, and that's one movie of Excalibur. Another movie would be of Gods and Man, and another film would be Amadeus, and another one would be Chariots of Fire. So those movies, because I'm interested in Eric Little, and that would be Chariots of Fire. I'm interested in monasteries and how they ministered the people there in the monastery. The Christians ministered to the Muslims, and they were attacked by the Algerians during the Civil War, and basically captured and forced. That's of Gods and Man. And Amadeus, because I like Amadeus Mozart, I like the music. And to see if Salieri really killed him or not. Number 5, you are the president. Oh, congratulations, thank you. You get to ban one thing. What do you choose? Let me see. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Excuse me. Any and all lobbyists, and get rid of them because they don't speak for the people. And the House of Representatives is supposed to represent. They don't at all. And that's why Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, has been there for 34 years. And Chuck Schumer has been in the Senate for longer than that. Number 6, do you choose to have the Sorcerer's Stone or Excalibur? Since I'm in the movie Excalibur, I'll go with Sorcerer's Stone. Number 7, your death. Who do you choose to bump off? Now, this is going to be a long one. Let me get some coffee here. There are several people I would bump off, but not the ones about number 3, where I was given one bite to butt, but the buttocks. Number 7, it's going to be a long one. The first one would be the World Health Organization director, WHO. He was, when the office was open, China backed this guy because China was heavily invested in Africa. And they pushed for this guy to be a director. The United States and Great Britain were pushing somebody else. Well, of course, China had their way, and China got this guy as head of the to be head of the WHO. But before he became head of the World Health Organization, he was involved in a scandal having to do with medicine. But, China looked that over and elected him anyway. When he became head of the WHO, he nominated a guy that used to be a president. He's now dead. Used to be a president of an African country who committed human rights violations in the country that he was president of. And then he sets off, and then when this COVID-19 thing comes on, he sets up his models and says, oh, half the world population is going to die. That's exactly what they said at the time. So they created this worldwide pandemic. That's what it's created on. And this has led to greed. It's led to countries saying that, oh, we have a COVID-19 case, when actually the person has cancer, heart disease, dies in an automobile accident, teenager gets killed in a motorcycle accident. But yet, the hospitals want to say they had COVID-19 in case they die. They get money from the World Health Organization. And also, if they get the United States, they get money from the government. So the cases of people dying are inflated. Don't believe those numbers. Another person I would knock off, now Bill Rutenberg and Jason, by the way, in Bookland said they would knock off Adolf Hitler. Well, that's nice. Yeah, that's great. I would knock off Winston Churchill. Now I know I'm going to get a lot of animosity against Winston Churchill, but yeah, he was saying that, telling the British people we should sacrifice wild lobster juices, which is slobbering down his lip while he was drinking champagne, because his standards were too high to drop that low. He has committed human rights violations. He had committed violations against the poor. He didn't care about them. He didn't care about the poor whatsoever. And, Hitler, as I mentioned in his book, right here, that Hitler wanted Great Britain to join him in the fight against Bolshevism. And you saw what happened afterwards, after the war, communism, the Iron Curtain. And guess where Churchill got that idea from? Hitler. Another person I would bump off, going back further than that, would be the Protestant reformer Martin Luther. Martin Luther, because of him, we have over 300 denominations in the United States. We have liberation theology. We have feminism theology. We have black theology. We have all these theologies that are not scriptural. Sure, that the Roman Catholic Church needed to be reformed, and they did reform in the Council of Trent. came about later. But Martin Luther went ahead and said that, broke away from the Roman Catholic Church. And each country began to have their own religion. Said, oh, this is Lutheranism, or this is Calvinism. Poland said, we're not going to have a religion. Anybody can join. Guess who came there? The Jews. And then you know what happened. He was responsible, Martin Luther was responsible for churches making their own doctrine, make their own dogma. If you want to not believe in the virgin birth, yeah, go right ahead. That happened in 1926 in the United States. We have seminaries that teach that now, that the virgin birth didn't exist. And you come up in the 1960s with churches spouting everything under the sun rather than the truth of the gospel. Going away from what, Martin Luther started that. He started the whole thing. Yeah, Martin Luther. Number 8. Which indie book deserves worldwide acclaim? Well, I tried to look for the book, and it's kind of hard to spot. It was called Death of a Translator, and it's by Deep Vellum Books. Deep Vellum Books is probably the one I would pick, because Deep Vellum Books publishes, and a non-profit organization, and they publish books in translation from all over the world. Number 9. What hidden talent do you have? Probably remembering things from the past. I like that song. I just did. Winchester Cathedral. I just came up with it. I didn't look it up. When John D. Steadfast mentioned that he went to Winchester Cathedral on a tour on his channel, and I just thought of the words to it. It was easy for me, and that's basically what I do. I just remember useless bits of information. I sometimes don't remember the whole thing, so I have to look it up. And that's the way I am with books. I remember some parts of the book, but not the whole thing. I might remember the synopsis, the summary, but sometimes I don't get the characters correct. Sometimes I don't even get the author's name, but I know what the book is about. I know if I liked it or not. So that's the one I would choose. There's also, I also sang in the choir, went on choir trips all over the United States. And when I was in the choir in high school, we also sang in prisons here in Texas because we wanted a captive audience. Number 10. You can resurrect one person. Whom do you bring back? This is a hard one. Parents lived through the 80s, so I want to bring them back. I don't know. I have to pass on that one because I really don't know. I'll pass on that one. Well, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment if you wish. Take care.